Dean Ambrose is leaving the WWE after WrestleMania 35, and it's actually been confirmed by WWE themselves. Now, there are actually three scenarios. 1. Dean Ambrose decides to resign with the WWE. 2. Dean Ambrose leaves the WWE and doesn't wrestle anymore. And 3. Dean Ambrose joins AEW. Oh my god, what Amy Ambrose is doing in the AEW Impact Zone. This man is known for his finishing maneuver, Must Clean Deeds. And he's also 1/3 of a legendary all-American wrestling group called The Defense. Anyways, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Monday Night Raw review. Yes, I know I'm talking about Dean Ambrose on a Monday Night Raw review, but I don't want to make 3 videos in one day. Dean Ambrose is a member of Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about him in this video. We're gonna talk about Dean Ambrose in a second, but this edition of Monday Night Raw, in my opinion at least, was really good. From Seth Rollins promo, to Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey segment, to Dana Brooke segment. Okay, that was just a total wank. But besides that, an amazing episode of Monday Night Raw. Of course, the show opened with Seth Rollins, the Royal Rumble 2019 winner, and he said that the one thing that he always wanted as a kid was to main event WrestleMania. Not sure if that's going to happen since we don't know who's main eventing WrestleMania, Rollins or Becky. But Seth Rollins opened this edition of Monday Night Raw and he said that unlike other kids, his dream was always to win the Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania. He also said that he has a tough decision to make, whether he's challenging Brock Lesnar or Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. I loved this segment, not only because it's a Royal Rumble winner and he has a decision to make, I loved it because it was really emotional. Seth Rollins was crying and it showed how much he actually cares about WWE. It's one thing to see someone succeeding in the WWE, it's a whole another thing to see someone succeeding in WWE who was also a long-time fan. You know, a kid who's been watching WWE in 20 years becomes the WWE champion. That is special to me. I love these kind of moments. One day you will see this gigantic forehead as the Divas Championship. I'm actually gonna wear the belt right here. That's just... Save this video to your hard drive because it's going to happen in 20 years, in 5 years. Triple H comes out and he also got emotional remembering how much it means to main event WrestleMania. He also added that Seth Rollins needs to make a decision by the end of the night. Dean Ambrose came out and said that Seth Rollins is being an ass kisser and said that Triple H never believed in him while I was there the whole time. And Triple H reminded him of one particular moment. So yeah, Dean Ambrose wanted a match against Seth Rollins, but for some reason Triple H declined that until Dean Ambrose said that, do you need to ask a permission from your father-in-law first? The crowd started chanting, yes he does. Good crowd makes everything better. We got Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, a pretty decent match, but Seth Rollins obviously won this match with a very weird sell from Dean Ambrose. He sold that curb stomp like a stunner, but it looked great. We got a commercial break. After the commercial break, we got Dean Ambrose still sitting in the ring until he got interrupted by Nia Jax. And I was like, oh my god, this is a WrestleMania match. Nia Jax versus Dean Ambrose. Wow, why? Please don't do that. No. But Nia Jax just struck Ambrose in the head and referees had to pull Dean Ambrose away. Is it a tease or something? I'm not quite sure. Don't really want to see that, honestly. You know, I like the moments like RKO to Nia Jax, still the greatest WWE moment of all time, and it's gonna stay like that for the next 15 years. But matches, WrestleMania matches, men versus women, just not my thing, people. If you want that, it's okay. I just don't. We got Nia Jax and Tamina versus Mickie James and Alexa Bliss, and it was an Elimination Chamber Tag Team Match Championship Qualifier, or whatever it was. Nia Jax and Tamina won this match, and yeah, that's alright. I love Nia Jax. She's my favorite WWE wrestler of all time. As long as Nia Jax is in matches, pay-per-views, I'm happy. So 10 out of 10. Tamina is... Let's move on. But at least we got a double Samoan drop from Nia Jax, so can't complain about that. Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. That's special because I think the last time we seen Kurt Angle wrestling on Monday Night Raw was against Drew McIntyre, and he was humiliated. So that was kind of a, I have to prove that I still got it. He doesn't. Kurt Angle loses to Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin didn't even need to use his finisher. Shame on you, Kurt Angle. I love you, but shame on you. Baron Corbin sucks. He's boring. Not my type of thing. Wasn't really good. Nothing really special. But at least it wasn't Elias versus Baron Corbin again. At least it wasn't that, so... Of course, it wasn't enough for Baron Corbin because after the match, he hit Kurt Angle with End of Days. Before we continue with this review, let's talk about Dean Ambrose and his situation. This is from an official WWE page. Dean Ambrose will not be renewing his contract with WWE when it expires in April. F him. No, that's a joke. That was not from WWE.com. Dean Ambrose will not be renewing his contract with WWE when it expires in April. We are grateful and appreciative of all that Dean has given to WWE and our fans. We wish him well and hope that one day Dean will return to WWE. That's kind of a shame, it's really sad. To be quite honest with you, I'm not the biggest Dean Ambrose fan. I really don't remember anything really memorable about Dean Ambrose into WWE. Maybe it was his fault, maybe it was WWE's fault, I'm not quite sure, but I don't even know a lot of good Dean Ambrose matches except Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose series. And I was hoping that after he turned heel, he's going to be very entertaining, he's gonna be on top of the world, but even after he turned heel, it was really disappointing. And I don't know why, because at first I really liked him. When Shield debuted, I think he was my favorite one. He was the leader of the Shield in a way. And this was my favorite character of Dean Ambrose because it had mystique. He didn't even talk that much, and when he did, he was legit. He really was legit, and then we got this, and this, and this. And after that, man, can you really blame Dean Ambrose? Probably was WWE's fault. I really hope he's not going to leave the WWE because I want him to wrestle. That's selfish, I know, but I hope he's still going to wrestle. But my dream scenario is him joining AEW. Amy Dean-Bros with must clean deeds on Cody Rhodes. I want to see that. Let me know your thoughts on Dean Ambrose in the comments below. Finn Balor addresses the WWE universe. So basically Finn Balor came out and said that even though he went toe-to-toe with the Beast, he wasn't making any excuses. Brock Lesnar was a better man. In my opinion, Brock Lesnar is the greatest man. He's the ultimate farmer. Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley interrupted and said that Bobby Lashley is a bigger man than Brock Lesnar ever was. He's stronger, he's whatever, it's a lie. Of course, Finn Balor made fun of the fact that Bobby Lashley lasted like 20-30 a minute in the Royal Rumble or something like that. Finn Balor made fun of it and got his ass kicked, basically. We got the Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. WWE botched Zack Ryder's name in this. Zach Ryder. Zach. Zahn. For those who didn't watch Monday Night Raw, predict who won this match. Revival or a team that has a guy who lost, 300 matches in a row? Yeah, Zahn and Kurt Hawkins lost the match because Kurt Hawkins got pinned. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with this tag team. Are they still going to focus on the loss record? I hope not. I hope at some pay-per-view they're gonna win the WWE Monday Night Raw Tag Team Championships, and it will be a huge moment. Kurt Hawkins is no longer undefeated, and he also won the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships in his first victory after a long time. But then again, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why would he get a WWE Championship opportunity if he never won the match? So yeah, not quite sure how I feel about that. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Either way, they lost the match because Kurt Hawkins got pinned. Elias proved that he is a heel right now. He said that I cannot believe that at one point I was singing for you, and now I'm singing for myself. Elias tried to sing, but then he got interrupted by Jeff Jarrett and then Road Dogg. They performed with My Baby Tonight. It was a pretty cool segment, but for 5 minutes I had to explain my girlfriend what the f is going on. So I still don't know what's the point of Elias turning heel. Why? He's so over with the crowd. I really loved him as a babyface. It's kind of a shame that they probably want to use Elias as that guy that returning legends, NXT call-ups can pretty much just destroy. Ronda Rousey addresses the WWE Universe. This didn't go that well for Ronda Rousey. The crowd were really not into her. And I don't understand why. She got booed the F out of the building. Like seriously. Only boos. Maybe a few cheers, but only boos. Yeah, only boos. Imagine only boos. I really don't know why. She's not that bad. She's actually pretty good and underrated as f*** in my opinion. She's pretty good in the ring considering the fact that she's been wrestling for like a year. She's pretty decent on the microphone except that f*** up. That was horrible. She forgot her lines, she got distracted by the crowd, so they just sent Bayley because Ronda Rousey was just lost. She didn't know what to do at this point. I cannot blame her, of course, I understand it, but it was a really big fuck up. But still, I don't understand the hate. I understand that we all love Becky Lynch right here. We are fans of Becky Lynch. I understand that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Ronda Rousey is bad. All in all, even though I don't understand the hate, it's entertaining. I gotta be honest, it's entertaining. It's really fun to watch people booing Ronda Rousey and just cheering Becky Lynch. And the amount of demand t-shirts and signs, it reminds me of NWO t-shirts back in the day. So Bayley interrupted and lost to Ronda Rousey in a pretty mediocre match. Becky Lynch's music hits and she said that Ronda Rousey never tried to look for Becky Lynch. So basically, at Survivor Series, we were supposed to get Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch. Becky got injured, so we didn't get that match. But Ronda Rousey never tried to actually have that match. She never tried to look for Becky Lynch because apparently she's scared. So that was a pretty decent promo from Becky Lynch, but Ronda Rousey's response was amazing. It may be an unpopular opinion, but that promo from Ronda Rousey at the end of it was amazing. She pretty much referenced her UFC career. She said how tough she is, you know, pretty much she's speaking the truth. She is an UFC fighter. She is a real fighter. Becky Lynch is a wrestler. If that would be a real fight, we all know who would win, of course. Not the point. The promo was amazing, aggressive, sounded very real. She probably was really pissed by the crowd. If only she had that promo ability 20 minutes ago. So it's been confirmed that we are getting Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey WrestleMania 35, possibly in a main event. Just wait for the moment WWE will put Charlotte in that match. I'm pretty sure they will. It's Charlotte, Ric Flair's daughter. She needs to be in this match. We got Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. The match ended in a DQ after Baron Corbin attacked Braun Strowman. So basically the same thing that happened a few weeks ago happened right here, and yeah. Every segment, match, promo that involves Braun Strowman or Baron Corbin, I just don't care, people. I don't know why. Braun Strowman I'm sick of Braun Strowman's character. I'm sick of the way they push him and then just destroy his push at the same minute. I'm sick of Baron Corbin. Why is he wearing general manager clothes? Why? Of course, we got a typical Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar promo. Paul Heyman is talking. Brock Lesnar is jumping around thinking about his cows.
I don't watch the show. Why would I watch the show?
Paul Heyman encouraged Seth Rollins to choose Daniel Bryan because there's no reason to choose Brock Lesnar. You're going to lose anyway. The reason Brock Lesnar's matches are so short in the WWE is because when it's 10 p.m. and you remember that you forgot to milk your cows.
Tap out Finn Balor.
Yeah, that's the reason. Seth Rollins came out and attacked Brock Lesnar, but it wasn't really a successful interruption since Brock Lesnar just destroyed him. I think like 6 or 5 F5s. Seth Rollins looked really strong in it. He looked like an underdog, you know, he was still doing this, you know, come and show me what you got, even though I just got my ass kicked, you know, come and show me what you got. Whatever. So yeah, Brock Lesnar ends this show, and he's the Universal Champion. He's facing Seth Rollins. It's been confirmed. I don't know what It's not the most interesting match, but at the end of the day, it's one of the best decisions WWE could make. when it comes to Universal Championship. Yes, I would prefer Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, but this one is pretty good as well. Hopefully Seth Rollins is winning the championship, because if he doesn't, this match is absolutely fucking pointless. Absolutely pointless. Seth Rollins needs to win this match. He never was the Universal Champion. We need someone who can defeat Brock Lesnar, and if he doesn't, just like Finn Balor couldn't, just no point. It's a WrestleMania. We want moments. This would be a huge moment. Someone finally dethroning Brock Lesnar from his Red Championship. Whether it's a replica one, whether it's a real one, it stays the same. New champion in Seth Rollins. So yes, for Headamaniacs, it was an amazing episode of Monday Night Raw in my opinion. I know I'm really positive about wrestling lately. I don't know why. I'm the most negative person in the world. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can. And most of the time I don't like episodes of Raw. This time I enjoyed it. So I would give this edition of Monday Night Raw 8.5 out of 10. I think that's the highest rated Monday Night Raw since I started doing reviews on WWE's weekly shows. So yeah, a good sign. Of course, it was a Raw after Royal Rumble. It's way easier to book that show. Let me know your thoughts on this show as well and give me your rating. This video is probably very long. If you watched it till the end, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. Lately, the channel is just... I don't know what to say, people. I don't know what to say other than just thank you. The views, the likes, the comments. Thank you very much. As always, the Brash One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.